Welcome to my studio. As artists, obviously we use tools all the time to achieve results that we want. Some are common tools, of course, the brush, the palette knife, and some other tools tend to be exotic in ways. Some are personal and we create them because we want to achieve specific results or use a specific technique that requires them. Others are more common and all artists use them in one way or another. What I want to do in the next few videos is to share with you the tools that I use in my studio. Again, some of them are going to be common that you've heard of or used yourselves, and some are going to be different. Some are going to be things that I've created myself, and you're welcome to use them as well if they're ideas that you want to use. Either way, let's go take a look through my studio, pick up some tools, and see what we can end up with. Come on, let's go. Sometimes we want to create lines in our paintings or sign a painting, and we want to be very delicate when we're doing that. We want to be very precise and specific. To do that, I actually use these tools right here. So all of these are nib pens that you can use. This is a glass nib pen. These are regular nib pens, and you don't have to compromise your watercolor purity. So what I do is I get watercolor in my brush and I feed it into my brush, into my nib pen like this. So the nib pen has watercolor in it, and then I use that to do the lines that I want, my signature or any other elements, tiny small elements that I need to do in a painting. This is all watercolor. We're not using ink or anything else. We're still using watercolor, but we're using a nib pen for that. Sometimes I use that as well for white paint if I want to do some highlights and things like this. This is a glass nib pen, and it works the same way. It's more interesting because it holds a lot more. So what you do is you feed it all across, and in the hairs here, of course, please don't feed it over your painting, because then you get splatters like this over that. But it's the same way. You're just using the nib tip to draw lines. Now, mind you, the thing about this glass one is it's not like the nibs. The nibs are really nice. The metal nibs are really nice because if they respond to pressure. This one doesn't. It's going to give you the same line throughout because there's no pressure element in it. It's very stiff. But still, it creates a very nice line, and it continues for a very, very long time because it can hold a lot of watercolor in the reservoir. Okay, so nib pens are very useful for painting. You use them with a brush, you feed them, and then you paint with them, or draw with them, or write with them, whatever it is that you're trying to do.